guys, this is Helen with Stories Around Town. Today's business spotlight is on front and center. Now it's a bit different from our usual gig because I think most of you guys know front and center. Yes, so it's it's not a little hidden jam, but it's a jam that's been well known, hopefully by our Springfielders. And I have Renee here with me, the owner of Front and Center. Hi, thank you so much for doing this.
Of course.
And perhaps maybe some of the viewers have seen the place or have heard about the place, but you guys, I didn't even know what you offer until I started talking to people and to you.
Okay.
So perhaps maybe talk about what you guys do here, what classes you have, the mentoring program that I just found out about. So.
Well, we've been here. This is our 17th year in business, and we offer a full dance program, ballet, jazz, tap, lyrical, hip hop, as well as a theater program. So we have a lot of classes in musical theater, like where the child could come in and do singing, dancing, acting all in one class, like a one-stop shopping class. We also have private voice, and we do everything from 2.5-year-olds and little ballerinas and little boys to mostly through high school. Every once in a while we throw in an adult class, but it's mostly for the kids. We have recreational students all the way through kids that spend multiple hours here a week in companies, and we put on a full-scale musical every January, and then a regular recital at the end of the year. So those are our two big events.
What do you guys have coming up in January?
So we have, actually, this year we decided to do 2 musicals.
Because one isn't enough.
Not enough, but well, just in terms of trying to offer the best opportunities for the kids that we have, and we have a good group of high schoolers this year. So, and a couple of graduating seniors, so we wanted them to be able to do a more sophisticated piece. So it's mostly middle school and high school students they're doing Into the Woods, and the kids who are younger are doing Seussical. So we have two different shows coming up.
Lovely.
Yep.
Oh, that's wonderful. And could you mention something about the mentorship program that I've learned about from a friend of mine whose daughter is doing it?
Yeah.
And that blew me away.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things that we have here, and it is more internally known about, but it's a teaching assistant program, and they can start being a junior assistant when they're actually 10 years old. And basically we have the kids, they apply to me at the end of last year or the beginning of the year. They have to fill out a little application, and if they want to be an assistant, and they have a certain requirement, they have to be taking a certain number of classes, like 3 classes a week, and they are trained. We have a weekend of training, and they're assigned to class. So they usually work with the pre-K and little ones in 5 and 6. Sometimes the older students work as more of a demonstrator for an older, for a younger kids class, a ballet class, but they're responsible to show up. They have to find a sub if they can't be here. They have to show up 10 minutes early and make sure the classroom is ready, and if the teacher asks the teacher if they need anything. So it's just to try to teach them how to hold a job. And it's just like life skill. And they do. They self-evaluate at the end of the year, and then they sit with me, and we have a little meeting and just about it. And I love it. It gives me a chance to get the perspective from their perspective from the classes. I'm obviously not in all the rooms all the time.
They probably have some suggestions. From their perspective.
Absolutely.
You may not even have considered.
I've learned a lot about the whole business over the years just from them. And at the end of the year, they get to, if they have a younger kid class, they go on stage with them. So it's just kind of twofold. They get a little special thing, plus the kids feel more comfortable because they have their assistant, and the kids, the young kids think they are just the best, So and it's good. It sets up a nice camaraderie in the studio between the younger kids and the older kids, and they have someone to look up to, and it's
and to aspire to.
Exactly.
Someone who has come to the school and has grown in the school, and they could see what the school is able to do for them. And that they will eventually become as well. With hard work. And how many kids do you have?
I think this year we have about 35, 37 class assistants. So sometimes there's more than one, like a junior assistant and then an older assistant. The hardest thing is just scheduling them because those kids are so busy and getting them.
So many different classes going on in here, and I know there's a hip hop class, that you have the ballet class, tap.
Yeah, we do tap, jazz, lyrical, hip hop. Yeah, that covers it. Theater dance. We do theater dance.
And how many kids about do you have?
We have just over 300 students. At any given time, it's a little less or more depending on the season, but we're pretty much a full year program. Although we take kids come in all year round, that's totally fine with us. But
And how many of those kids are from Springfield?
Well, sadly, the majority of our kids are not from Springfield. I think it's partly is because of our location. We're very close to Milburn Short Hills and Maplewood, and I like that we draw from all over. But I would really love to be more of a presence in within our own community. And we have we have really nice Springfield families here, and but some I don't know why there aren't more. Every time I run the demographic, I'm surprised. So
maybe because people didn't know.
Maybe now they'll know.
So now that you guys know that we have this wonderful place in Springfield, it will draw more crowds. And hopefully you guys have learned a lot from this video. I certainly have, as well as learning that Renee is shorter than I am.
Yes, and I'm